is get through to Saturday by fine margins. It's going to be bullseye for Sherrick. And that is a very nice sign, isn't it?
Sherrick.
Everything right down the line there. A central bullseye, two central 20s, and everything pitched perfectly.
Quote me if I'm wrong, but I can't remember a darter double being had to break the throw so far in this contest.
60. Donruka 72.
It is one of those games. People are protecting their throw very well.
Game shot on the
very well.
Darren Armstrong.
Meaning Sherrick needs the last two legs. What he's done is he's forced Sherrick into hitting a 12, which she can't do.
Possibly saving his best leg until the last leg.
60.
It's an opportunity to win the match in the previous leg, but he's going to come back. He had 6 if he wanted to, but he only needed the 1. And a 13 darter will finish the job off for Darren Armstrong. A 4-3 success against the Queen of the Palace, Fallon Sherrick, moves him onto 8 points, but perhaps more importantly, keeps Fallon Sherrick on just 4. This is how the game went from a statistical viewpoint. Armstrong both want to finish after 9. Lovely looking at 164. Was looking at treble 18 to give himself a dart to the bull. And leaving 32 after 12. He's got an opportunity to back up the break of leg 1 with a holder throw in leg 2 to take control not just of this match, but also potentially take charge of his destiny when it comes to this group.
Game shot on the second leg, Thomas Lovely.
There's more evidence of him looking relaxed. They were below par. But because he was scoring more consistently than anybody else, he was getting more opportunities. Let's put it this way. Let's put it in layman's terms. Thomas Lovely had 20 more darts at a double than the next person. Double 8. Now this game changes. Somebody's woken Ricky King up. But he's got those 2 trebles. It's going to be 2 darts at a double to win.
Double 10. Goes in. And for 2-0 behind, Ricky King gets the better of Thomas Lovely by 4 legs to 3. And it means that the top 3 in the group are all on 8 points. It means we're going to have another Grandstand Group C Friday here in the Live Lounge in Portsmouth. And this is how Ricky King won it for James.
61.
And so Crowell 61 for the break of throw. A 2-1 lead. And this really would derail Richardson's slender qualification hopes. Defeat would be catastrophic for Ruthless, and Crowell is halfway towards the victory.
If Crowell takes this out, the record will reflect that Nick wins 4 out of 5.
Game shot on the match, Nick.
And 4 out of 5 it will be for Nick Crowell as he seals a 4-3 success against James Richardson. And for Ruthless, that could be the final nail in the coffin in terms of qualification through to tomorrow night's final.
It's called a flight, isn't it? Oh, yes. It's a flight, dear boy. But in Portsmouth, it's called a flight.
Roy Armstrong's left himself on 45 after
Let's not go too deep on it. I've got friends in this town. I want it to remain that way. We've had 3 maximums in this leg. But yet again, Armstrong misses a couple of darts at double, and Lovely is right there to steal.
14 darter, 3-0, and Thomas Lovely is picking Darren Armstrong's pocket apart. 11 darter here as well to get the job done. Going to be done on this occasion, but there was a necessity to, and so he's left himself tops after 12 to get the job done and to right the wrongs of game 1.
And his doubles have been pretty good. 3 out of 7. There is nothing that Darren can do about this right here.
Double top for the win. And done so in style. A 13 darter for Thomas Lovely to get the better of Darren Armstrong by 4 legs to 1. Good performance. A 14 darter and a 13 darter in there. An average in excess of 92. 4 out of 8 on the doubles as well. But for Darren Armstrong, a pained expression on his face.
And it's almost like the last exhibition before the Worlds.
It's actually the first ever darts event I ever went to.
57. Follow the car.
Well, it's in Portsmouth. Of course it was. If it was in Southampton, you wouldn't have gone. Double 18. Just needed to check that the treble was in.
And
the good news is the double is as well.
So Sherrick 107 to seal a 4-3 success. She's actually 13 points better off in terms of the average in this game. And she's going to be better off in terms of the scoreline. It's a second ton plus checkout of the match. The 107 to see the game through. The 108 got her in the game. And Fallon Sherrick may just be on the outside of qualification. Well, Richardson comes back, and this may well be the only opportunity he gets to win this contest. It's up for treble 18 with dart 2, unable to get, and so King should get 2 darts at tops here to see this contest 39. Through and to see off James 56. Richardson, not just in this match, but in terms of his hope to qualifying. Great marker, 36. But he cannot utilise it. 58. And now Richardson has his chance to win the game.
People want Richardson to finish this off. This table
20.
Is teetering on the edge.
Richardson has missed 2 match darts. And Ricky King is going to severely punish him. A 4-3 victory for the man from Dorset, which holds huge weight because it means that him and Thomas Lovely are both on 10 points. Darren Armstrong on the back foot on 8.
And it was purely because the standard of the game
60
was maybe at Thomas's lowest level of the day. Seems to me that at the start of this game, Thomas has dropped his level a bit. And this is something that Nick can take full advantage of.
It's almost half forcing this 1-2-1 to go.
He still hasn't missed a dart at a double.
85.
But all of a sudden, he's not getting there.
105.
Because he's been closed out by his opponent. Does it happen again? Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. That is so good. Timed like Swiss quartz.
Howard could only apply tangible pressure, but he needs to hit a couple of trebles to really rattle the cage of Thomas.
60. Thomas Akar 120.
This will send Crowell out, and this will put Lovely in the ascendancy. Found a way around. It was a beautiful dart. Tops for the match. What a finish. What a way to seal it. Simply lovely. Simply superb. And it is Thomas Lovely who is in pole position. He was made to work hard for that at times. And a brilliant way to finish the match off.
180.
The sound of those darts hitting that 60, they make a different noise to that of his opponent. Such a thud from the diminutive... Oh, my... Seriously good 180, that. That took my breath away, literally.
For the breaker throw. Double-double. Armstrong's in trouble because Ricky King's got the break. He's 2-1 up and he looks in full flow.
And here we go again.
Tops of the match.
65.
Just above the wire.
170.
Well, we've seen some mammoth big fishes here in 2 years of the Live Lounge, and this would be one of the hugest of the lot. But Ricky unable to take it out, but he can leave himself on tops, both on that mark after 5 visits. It's Armstrong who'll come back to the board first to see this game through and to see both players tied on 10 points after 8 matches. And he only needs one opportunity to dismiss a Ricky King who had chances himself to move 4 points clear with a Scot. But it's Darren Armstrong who has kept himself in the race. He's put himself on 10 points and he's put himself very much in the picture.
This is getting drastic. Double 18.
51. Following your car 110.
And she might be about to return the favour. Tops. Massive.
90. Change your car 36.
And for James to break.
Game shot on the fourth
He
leg.
does what Sherrick couldn't do in the previous leg. Advantage Richardson.
James to throw first.
He's the only player today who has not won yet.
He's himself on 50. Should get 2 match starts upon his return. For Fallon Sherrick, doesn't mathematically put herself out the race, but realistically, it is going to be a long way back.
50.
Double 16 for a 4-1 win. Now double 8. Which is found for James Richardson. And that could be a crushing blow to Fallon Sherrick's hopes of making it through to the finals. Perhaps the fatal blow for Fallon, because she's now going to have to win every single game from here on in. James Richardson's going to have to win every single game from here on in and hope that Ricky King and Darren Armstrong lose both of their remaining matches. 130 for Crowell to get the breaker thrown. This would be a sneaky break. Bullseye. Oh, that could hurt.
Nick Crowell.
How that could hurt Darren Armstrong. Nick Crowell has sneaked up and picked the pocket of the Scotsman.
Deeney. And apparently, he's still shackled.
2 4s to put pay potentially to that man's hopes. Double 2. Goes.
Game shot on the match.
And Nick Crowell has inflicted what could well be a fatal blow to Darren Armstrong's hopes to qualify for finals night. Well, Richardson's thinking about parity in this match. Single 18 will give himself a dart at double 16. For 2 apiece. And parity we have. Richardson takes out the 104. And we have a level game.
Fifth leg, Thomas to throw first. Game on.
We have a level game. Well, you just said the word parity. You didn't even get that, did you?
40.
I know that Ryan Palmer uses a 28, doesn't he?
The Lion from the southwest.
Thomas McCarr, 120.
Both players looking to climb the ladder. Lovely gets first poke at doing so. Is Lovely going to lift up to tops? And he returns into the lead. The 120 goes. This is second of the day.
Six leg.
He leads 3-2.
Game on.
And is a leg away from winning the group.
Textbook or flair? Textbook.
Game shot on the match.
Just like that, Thomas Lovely has won the group and done so convincingly. He's still got a game to go, and he will have the final say in this group in game 15 against Fallon Sherrick. But he knows definitively that the job is done.
121.
And isn't it interesting, the dynamic that it's the 3 players that have come into Group C that are the top 3 and the 3 players that dropped out of Group A that are bottom 3. Usually we talk about it the opposite way round.
That's how this group started. That's how this group will end, by the looks of it. Oh boy, that is such an impressive bullseye. And the look of resignation on the face of Sherrick.
Third leg, Ricky to throw first. Game on.
You can't blame her.
To put Ricky King on the hill. Triple 20 tops. Tops to seal a superb performance.
105. Fallon McCarr, 84.
It's below. Fallon hasn't had an opportunity at a double. She may not get an opportunity at all. Triple 13 for tops. Doesn't go. And so Ricky King, to put an end to Fallon Sherrick's hopes and to put him in the box seat when it comes to the final round of fixtures.
26. Ricky McCarr, 20.
2 10s is what he wants to round off a comprehensive 4-0 win. Up for double 5. In the double 5. And that was comprehensive from Ricky King. A 4-0 success against Fallon Sherrick means that he is just a couple of legs away from success.
As far as this leg is concerned, it's been rather full of trebles.
28.
Is it a second Tom Plus finish? That puts pay to that.
And Darren Armstrong here is in the deepest
84.
of deep trouble. He's left himself on a single to double combo, but he's going to have to, you feel, evade a couple of bullets. Double four, and that sends Ricky King through, and that eliminates Darren Armstrong. We don't know whether he knows. He has a look of a man that's got a beaten look on his face. Richardson needs 2-1. And we now know half of the field.
95. Done in the car, 134.
For the match. And to end his campaign with a win. It's not going to be enough to send him through, but he can finish with a panache, finish with a flourish, and finish with a bit of style. A 1-3-4 with tots in hand for Darren Armstrong to at least give himself a parting gift from the live lounge. He gets the better of James Richardson by 4 legs to 2. He needed it to be 4-1 to give himself a fleeting chance. He's not going to head through, but he is going to give us a moment to relish. In the previous game, finishing off a 1-3-4 that ended with a tops combo. Is Ricky King going to finish with a fish? Not on this occasion.
96. Car 92.
There's a possibility this could be the last visit of next week. Bull to stay alive in the match.
48.
And that might be that.
Ricky Car 74.
Could be curtains for Crowell in this campaign. Ricky King has 2 darts in his hand, a double 16. He's going to finish off with a whitewash. A 4-0 win for Ricky King to end his Group C campaign. We're going to see the man from Swanage on the Super Series stage, strutting his stuff on Saturday night. Double-double. Well, the mine must have gone a haze there.
Well, that must have been for treble 16. That's the only thing I can think of.
Bottom of the car 32.
We know what that was for.
Second leg, following Sherrick.
And a leg that would guarantee top spot. But he's missed a big number. And we know 52. What Fallon Sherrick's like when it comes to the big fish. She's got history in doing these types of things. But not this time.
But if we may, Thomas missed the big number 86. Twice.
Thomas Car 16.
These are the kind of things you can't do on a Saturday. And this game is going to end soon, but it's not going to be to 0 that dart players have. And he has a chance to take us all the way.
However, he's going to have to take out the 116 because Fallon is at a 156 to leave herself on double 8 after 12. This has to go. He has to find the treble here. He's unable to do so, and 60. So Sherrick returns for double 8 to round off this Group C, to round off a week with a win. 1 dart left.
8.
Doesn't go. And from 3-0 behind, Thomas Lovely should get 2 darts in his hand to take us to a last leg decider.
And she might not get 4th position in the table.
36.
But now, it's back in her corner.
To finally kill the game off, and that's exactly what Fallon Sherrick does. Double 4, seals leg 4, and seals the 2 points that will see her finish in 4th spot. But for Thomas Lovely, he is through to tomorrow night's final as the winner of Group